was it?
Yeah, well, because they had to, they got rid of it. This is the beginning of our mine and Tom Deitch's little excursion. But that right there is really what it looked like. So it gives you.
November 11th.
And here's where I used to work.
What road is this right here?
It's
showing like Ludlow.
Yeah, this is Ludlow. This is Ludlow.
Right here?
Yeah.
Trying to get a bridge.
So this is kind of cool. But the fort was all right here on a plateau, but you can't tell it because they graded all the hills, the plateaus down.
Right.
Okay.
It's a few.
Kind of tells you.
The only part of Fort that they're in town.
Yeah.
25 feet deep. And they dig up by hand.
Yeah, they put that damn thing deep, didn't they?
It's unbelievable.
But it's...
You see your name on here? What was that? Did you chip that in there or something?
Yeah. No, there was a Roos. There's a Roos that George Roos that was a mason. He did all that.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. But just.
Oh, so they camped here from August 1st.
Yeah.
So they.
And Wayne did too.
He was waiting for the troops to show up and shit, I guess. Yeah.
Well, no, they were on their way and they decided to camp here. I don't know why.
They camped for that long.
I know.
I remember he said he was having trouble getting troops and they were being sent.
Okay.
And he got so many regulars, and then he ended up getting a bunch of militia from Kentucky. Maybe he was waiting on them to get.
Okay.
But I can't imagine why he'd be here that long.
That could be it.
Yeah.
But you want, because they would always do by a body of water, right? You wonder if the Mill Creek wasn't running.
Well, we ain't that far from it,
It's not too far. No, it's just right there.
The wind might have been a better spot here.
Yeah.
Left trees are cut down.
Well, yeah, and also they used to have to worry about flooding a lot. But that's pretty cool. Just thinking. Yeah, yeah, that is on.
You probably could have got here in a bad day, I guess.
And then Wayne camped here too.
I don't like Wayne, but he's a good.
Yeah, I know.
I always rooted for the kid.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like that?
Yeah. Well, no, but I'll tell you what. After I read "Bury My Hand at Wounded Knee," I did.
Yeah, then you did. I got that book for my birthday. I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of felt that kind of turned my.
Oh, that's book.
Yeah, but
Even as a kid, I just always liked the.
Yeah, see, there's the fort.
Of course, here at Fort Hamilton was erected, 1791.
Here you go, and back of you. See, there it is.
Where the fuck is the street that we're on right now?
We're on.
What's the name of this little street?
I think it might be Wayne. That's a good question.
I'm trying to find it on the map. Yeah, we're gonna fuck around. Okay, there's the river there. Okay. So
right.
Pick this up and lay it this way.
Right.
That means we're standing right somewhere on this side of the fort.
Right. Yeah, see, built as a depot for stores, central portion constructed under the command of General St Clair.
And then they added to it years later.
Yeah. See, there's Wilkinson mentioned and then Wayne. Awesome.
Improved by Wayne in 1793. Indian tribes defeated by the United States Legion in 1794. At the Battle of Fallen Timbers.
Yeah, but they don't tell him that guy got his ass kicked up in.
No, they ain't gonna say
no, heavens no. Reconstructed cabin. There's the cabineers. There's a Union soldier there. Yeah, this is of the Civil War. Yeah. Yep. I always do this shit and then I never look at it. But I was gonna put this out on my YouTube. I got a YouTube page. Channel, yeah.
Look at you.
But if we
How
go,
much money you make on advertising?
I don't do that.
Thousands of dollars.
I don't do that shit. I don't monetize. I don't need the money. See, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays.
Yeah, we should come Thursday.
Yeah, well,
I could come Thursday.
it's not a big deal. There is something around here. No, this ain't it.
In the wrong place.
Hold on. No, it's over there. I think. See? Well, I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't. Fort St. Clair, west of Eaton, Ohio. And we don't know a lot about this, so we're going to find out. This is more about the wars in the 20th century. That's what that's about. There's the soldiers that got killed. But do they tell us who killed them and whatever?
It just says who fought and died in the battle with Indians at Fort St. Clair, November 6th, 1792, which would have been on the way
Back?
a year afterwards. So they must have been with Wilkinson when he built the fort.
I don't get
There was
it.
little skirmishes obviously that happened there.
Oh yeah.
This must have been one of them.
Well, that's interesting. See,
Is that their name?
yeah, they do. Job.
Kentucky Militia. See, they were Kentucky
Yeah.
Militia.
Okay.
That probably was anyway. That's their name. No, I'm with. This guy trees.
I think I might have known him. Huh?
This is more like the woods would have been like back then.
Yes.
Big trees like this. Probably them
Right.
trees here. Look at them.
That could have been here back then there, Tom. It's a possibility.
Oh, this is the Whispering Oak.
Oh, that is?
They're saying it probably was here back then.
It was? Oh, that's amazing. See, that's the kind of shit I love. Good God.
Yeah, this could, that's probably why they call it that, Greg.
Yeah.
It was here then when it happened. That's why they call it the
Yeah. You got allergies there, Tommy?
Huh?
You got
I
allergies?
have a cold. I'm just getting
Oh, okay. Yeah, see? A witness, November 6th, 1762. Oh,
I don't know
man.
this tall then, but
That is so cool.
all them trees look pretty neat back in the woods.
Yeah. Wonder if it's virgin forest. Oh, here's some more. Here's some more.
Nope.
Oh, that's just about agriculture. Is there a history with this? Cannon? That's a crude looking cannon, isn't it?
I just can't imagine how much them things, they're going to drag them things. that's one of the ones they use. I don't know
Yeah, really.
That's a big one. I don't know why they would have brought one that, but maybe it might have been at the fort. But
Yeah,
I think
look
it was
at that.
one.
Yeah, couldn't you see through the wilderness?
Oh, positions in the Indian War. Oh, they got a little map here. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. None of this was here in 80.
It wasn't? What do you?
I didn't find it. 81.
Wow.
1781.
Yeah. When he was just a little boy.
I don't think so. I don't think so, Griggy. Here's a roster of physicians in the Indian Wars. That's kind of neat. Hey, I turn this thing off.
Memorial Byway.
I never heard of that. So this, we're surmising, was where the fort actually was, and the fence line is, nah. Well, they built this probably, yes, right. Exactly. Yep, that's it.
It was only 4 months after the battle they came up here and built this.
Really?
In preparation for another, because once they got defeated, Washington wanted, he said, we're going back. You got to defeat them, some of this.
In that blueprint that I was telling you about, it said that this Wilkinson, underneath his name and his trail that he went, says was to collect the bones from St. Clair's defeat.
Yeah, that's why he was coming up here.
Yeah.
So he built it. He built it near a fine spring gushing out of the bank. 120 square feet. That's about what this is, I guess.
And Harrison was here.
120 square feet here. That's only 10 by 12.
All right. Look at Harrison was here.
Yeah. Future years for when you hang here and served in the detachment that built the fort.
Wow.
On November 6th.
Man, this is awesome.
Here it is right here. Here's the battle you're talking about, right? Maybe this is what you saw.
Does this say regular? Yeah, this is the same.
Little Turtle and 200 warriors attacked the force of Kentucky militia.
Yeah.
They were camped outside the fort.
Yeah. See, I think this was over there.
6 Kentuckians. They probably.
This is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 Kentuckians and another number.
Was at the corner. So they moved it.
And there it says they were buried 50 feet away
Yeah.
under the Whispering Oak, and that oak's still there. That must have been just a young tree back there.
Yeah, I'm wrong. That's not true. Look
What's
at
not
2001 is when they put this up. I don't know how what that makes sense. A little turtle. 200 warriors attacked the fort. Yeah. Wow.
So basically, this is almost exactly a year after the big battle.
And there's the 6 Kentuckians
They
over
came
there.
down here and they said, they're trying to build a fort. Let's go see what we can do. And they were camping outside.
Yeah.
And 6 Kentuckians were killed.
Yeah. Fuck them Kentuckians. Put them outside the fort. It's the same shit on the other side. This is way different than in 1981 when me and my son Michael and Benny and Amanda and maybe Matthew was with us.
At one point, this thing's Little Turtle was right around here.
I know. Isn't that cool? That is so neat. They do have a picture of him, don't they? They got a portrait of him.
Drawing. I mean,
it's not true.
I mean, obviously there's no photographs. They didn't have photographs.
Right.
They got a drawing. If you look him up,
it's a painting, isn't it?
There'll be a picture, a drawing or a painting of him. I think they said it was based on something I looked at a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Yeah, what's this cabin over there?
I don't know, just a replica. See, at least they're doing something for historical. Yeah.
That's a nice part too. It's neat.
Yeah, like I said, you would think.
I know. Where you came from.
I'm with you on that. Nobody likes history, I'm telling you. I think it was grade school. I think they got turned off because it was dates and all that shit you had to know.
And school, geography and history, my favorite stuff.
Yeah, me too.
And I can like math too, because numbers always intrigue me.
Right. I didn't get into that until I got into programming, math. But ouch. Right?
And more U.S. history. I like all history, but
Yeah.
I was into U.S. history.
Yeah, I like European history too.
Yeah, I mean, I like them all, but I love U.S. history more.
I like the Napoleonic Wars. In fact, I'm going over to Waterloo
Ain't that crazy?
probably next
I mean,
year.
that's crazy how they fought battles, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We just basically stand in line. We knew some of us were
Well,
going to that's just the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah, well, muskets weren't, I mean, that's why they gathered like that, was muskets weren't that reliable. We're going to go see something down there here in a second. This is in, I think this is a state park, I think. But we're still in St. Clair State Park. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, the last time I was up here, this was just a park, and they had just a wooden sign talking about that.
So they definitely done some work.
About the fort.
Some historical society got involved.
Yep. We're at Fort Jefferson Ohio, of course. And this is a memorial park, but we're thinking that the actual fort was down that way. Because there was a blue marker, an older blue marker down that way. This was founded by St. Clair. Underground passage. Beneath this spot, a wooden treaded stairway was discovered leading into a passageway to well or magazine pit 80 feet to southwest. The passageway was 6 feet deep, 3 feet wide, and lined with posts and what? Pungeons. That's interesting.
October 12th. So he probably left Cincinnati around a third, I think it was. So
Okay.
you're looking at 9 to 10 days to get, how many miles I say we went?
70.
70?
Yeah, close to 80.
They say each floor is a hard day's march. Like, so I guess Greenville.
Yeah.
Well, no, where were we at before? Hamilton. Is that the last place we were?
No.
Where's
St.
the-
Clair, Eaton.
Eaton, yeah. Eaton to here would have been a hard day's march.
But he wasn't there. He wasn't at Eaton.
No, that's
But
right. That
you're
was
right.
the
But he marched.
When's the last? I'm trying to think. Before he'd go, we've been Hamilton then. He'd go Hamilton.
Right. And
To
this.
here.
Yes.
That was a long, hard day's march. At least.
And they're all running back after they got defeated. Here. Yeah. Amazing. You can all look this up. But this talks about St. Clair's defeat. We're kind of on that route, but we're more on Wayne's route actually, because US 127, better known as Hamilton Avenue, was the old war road. Yeah, isn't that, did you read that? Wasn't that interesting?
That's amazing. I mean, did they do that when they built the...
Apparently. Well, they needed...
I told you to do that today. You said, it's impossible.
Right.
I got to dig something that deep, that far.
Yeah, apparently they wanted to get the gunpowder as far away and as safe as possible. Right. Well, this is becoming surprising too. It's pretty much here now.
A clay fire pit 4 feet square and 2.5 feet deep was uncovered at this point.
Wow. So this is actually where the fort was. That sign down there is not where it was. Well, you can see they put it on a high rise. Smart thing to do, militarily.
And they said there's water nearby. It must have been another spring.
Yeah, it looks like it's down that way.
There it is. By the side.
Yeah. Wow.
Right here.
How neat.
Well, they know what's going to happen.
Yep.
They say St. Clair, like 3 horses shot him under, but he never got.
Was there?
He never got wounded.
No, he died. Well, he became the governor of the Northwest Territory. No. This is just but there's another marker down there. They got these neat little markers telling about what they found here, which I read one of them and Tom read the other. Ash pit. Yeah, here, I'll get to this side. A relic-laden ash pit was discovered at this site.
Relic-laden, so from the time though again.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple more markers. It's not raining too, which is good, and it's not hot as hell. So, good trip. In the distance.
Oh yeah, it's 2 more up there at least.
Yeah. Well, at least they did a little bit of excavation and stuff like that. I tried to find out how long these forts actually were. I mean, they dismantled them pretty quick after the Indians got defeated. They didn't need them anymore.
Well, they needed the wood a lot of times for other things.
Yeah.
Trench line.
Trench line with timbers.
It sounds like the same
posts.
thing almost we just read up there. But that was more tunnel up there.
Yeah. All right.
It said
Okay,
southwest.
so-
I was trying to think which way southwest was.
Yeah.
I thought southwest would have been that
But
this
this-
way towards this one from up there.
But this is where they had the timbers. But you can tell why they would do this, because they're up on a hill. Kind of, sort of. Oh, this is a long one. I guess I didn't quite know. 25
foot well.
ore magazine. So this could be, yeah.
The walls were lined with timbers. Wind glass was found at the bottom of the well.
A what was?
A wooden wind glass. What is a wind glass?
I don't know.
It's at the museum, at the Garth Museum.
Oh,
Keep
cool.
track of that. Look for a wooden wind glass if we get up here and go in there.
Ah, cool.
From this pit, an underground passage ran north. Oh, that's the one that went up there then.
Okay.
And from here to that one.
Yeah.
Right. Is that the one behind?
I think it's over.
See the one to the
Oh,
left
it
of
could
that
have
tree?
been.
I think that's the one.
Okay.
That is northeast.
Yeah, okay.
This is southwest. That's about 80 feet.
Anything else down there? Don't, there's nothing else down there. I think we got it. So I wonder, I would assume the creek's down there.
The what?
The water. Yeah. Had what?
If they found a spring, there's
Oh, yeah.
spring shoot up ran
Right.
out of the ground and down the hill.
Need of water. That's for sure. Well, this is kind of neat too. Thank God we seen that. We got to go back that way.
I guess we have to go back to the main road again.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be this informative.
They made within a day's march.
We kind of missed this. This tells all about the defeat
This is
of
about
St.
the
Clair.
actual thing we're going to.
So we're going the original thing here was to go to Fort Recovery, and that was Wayne, but actually Fort Recovery was to recover the remains.
Recovery was built by Wayne, but it was where the battle took place.
Yes, where this defeat took place.
Right. We're going to be right at actual battle.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
But this explains, if I had this going, Tom read it, but no, that was too late. I didn't have this going. But anyway, you can, no, it ain't your fault, it's my fault.
You want to go ahead and say it again?
Nah, I'm fine. I'm fine. They can look it up if somebody wants to ask. Nobody likes history like we're talking. They could give a shit, but we like it.
Oh, yeah.
And this talks about why Fort Jefferson was built. It was built by St Clair to put provisions on his march north where he got defeated, and then they had to come back here for protection, and then eventually back to Fort Hamilton, and then to Fort Washington. But anyway, that's what this is all about. So the fort was right here, and all that other stuff.
I don't know what.
Is that
probably somebody drew it back in the day. It shows a little creek here on the one side.
Yeah, over there.
It is kind of on the top of a plateau. Like it still looks similar, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
So this land might not change that much.
Yeah, how that goes. Yeah. There it is.
Just haven't changed that much.
And then right down there, where the bridge is at, is where the creek was. Over the hill and through the woods. Yeah. And this is Fort Jefferson, Ohio. So there's a famous painting, and hopefully we see it at the Garst Museum, where they, where Wayne and, well, there it is, right there. It's etched in the, stone.
Yeah, that is the picture. Near this location, somewhere around here. They're all out here. Wayne was giving the orders. Yeah, he looked like
yeah.
Dangerous thing here.
There's an interpreter over there.
Tired of killing all the fucking kids and shit.
Yeah.
We surrender.
That's pretty cool looking though. It's pretty amazing how fast they put up forts, you know it?
Oh, it is. Really.
They had a lot of wood to do it. But that is really good, cool looking.
Yeah, that's a neat picture.
I think we'll see maybe not the original, but the painting of this. I like how they, yeah, they did a good job there. Oh,
so,
really?
William Wells, that was Little Turtle.
So Little Turtle was he?
Yeah. William Henry Harrison was here.
Blue Jacket?
William Clark, Lewis and Clark was here.
Wow.
Say something about that to me.
Yeah, well, that was about Big Bone Lick that they stopped there.
So they were here too.
Look, and they got who they are on the other side.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be pretty hard.
Who's the chief in the middle? Bucking. Yeah, Bucking.
Two's Little Turtle. Yeah. The guy standing up with the wampum belt or whatever the hell that was. That is nice. Henry D. Butts was he? It's pretty neat.
White pigeon in the sun.
What was, did you know what Little Turtle's Indian name was though? Is it pronounceable?
Michiganiquan.
Oh, really? How neat. How about Blue Jacket?
No. I think it's a real long name.
Yeah. Hard to pronounce.
Really? That sound familiar? Because I remember reading that in the... Right.
Yeah, because I would use the what the whites knew him as, and that's what you get in the history books. Well, that's cool. So we're going to go to the Garst Museum. Hopefully they still have that diorama of the fort. It's kind of cool looking.
I didn't take a picture of this one.
Off we go. We're in the Garst Museum. There's Fort Greenville, I take it.
This is Jefferson.
Oh, that's Jefferson?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, we're supposed to see something. We're supposed to look for something, right? That was at the bottom of the well?
Oh yeah, what it was
Glass?
glass something. Damn, we thought I saw a picture of it. Maybe
It wasn't glassware. It was some weird thing. Oh boy, is that hard reading.
I know. I got my glass on. It's still hard.
But boy, there's a lot of good information there.
Tells you the whole
in
chain
there.
of forts. It even tells
Oh,
you.
really?
It says it was the route they took, the northern extension of actually the trail of Daniel Boone.
Oh,
Did through
really?
Kentucky and up into Ohio, and then
Yeah.
they took over from there and kept it going north.
Look at all those forts. That was all the way up until what, the 1812? Not 1812.
There you go. Here,
That's-
a wooden windlass. Wind. I thought I said glass, but it's wind.
we can ask somebody if we
I
don't
must ask
find
one.
it.
Yeah, there it is. WINDLAS. Wooden windlass. Yeah, I think that's somebody.
That's a lot of reading. Boy, look at how small that print is.
Oh, it's just terrible.
Evidently. But there it is. There's a good. Oh, it goes from North Carolina
Yeah, that's where David started
all the
from.
way up.
Yeah, he started
And
from
the
North Carolina. Remember when
Wilderness
he blazed
Road?
away through the Cumberland
Yeah,
Gap, through
yeah.
Kentucky, Boonesboro, Harrisburg, whatever it
And then
was.
up the Licking, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that's up the Licking.
and
And
they
then
continued on up.
so 5, 6, and
This one
7.
went over towards Fort Wayne.
Greenville, Rowdy.
This is actually where Harmar went, all the way up
Where?
into here.
Oh,
And he got
16.
defeated.
Oh, he can't.
He went-
Harmer?
Yeah, he went farther actually, because he went over into
Wow.
Indiana. They said that's
Huh.
where Little Town was. That's actually where he was heading that way. That's why he cut over this way. He was heading up that way.
Okay.
But he thought he was up a little farther when he got attacked than he really was.
Okay. Huh. So he must have came over this because when he came out, well, no,
No,
Cincinnati's
Cincinnati,
here,
right.
so he went up
That's
and
the way
came
we
all
went.
the way over. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
127
yeah,
right
you're
there.
right. Right. So we got to find this.
Well, Harmar was just off of
Yeah, but you were talking about St. Clair.
Yeah, St. Clair came up.
Oh, he was already. Gee, man.
Yeah, when I looked up Harmar, it said he was close
Yeah.
to Fort Wayne when he.
Well, we're gonna have
He
to
engaged.
ask him. But there was one wing that was just dedicated to the signing of Greenville.
I don't know. Let me look on here, 'cause I got something.
I'm not liking this. My daughter wouldn't like this at all.
She went all the reading part.
Well, yeah, it would have been probably the verbiage is okay, but it's
Yeah,
should
Greg,
be
it is.
bigger.
Crossroad of Destiny. Treated Greenville, Anthony Wayne, Tecumseh, Little Toe, Lewis, and Clark. And that would be which one? Is there a picture of it somewhere? Oh, it's over here.
was
Towards the
close.
end. We gotta
Okay.
get. That's about the last thing we're gonna do.
Yeah, because
Waiting
they-
goes through a lot of other shit.
Yeah. Yeah, well, there's Annie Oakley, which is kind of interesting.
I'll just read about her right here. Like this shit's pretty cool here.
Yeah. There's some over here, Tom. Did you see this down here?
I didn't go there. Oh, no, there's some pictures.
Yeah.
Old flag.
But there's excuse us. But I guess that's, what year was that? 2016. Indian reenactor. That would have been
In
interesting.
an army uniform.
Yeah, see now
Looks like the same guy that done it.
they're hiding everything. That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
A spy shooting match at Greenville.
That's
That's
oh
a
yeah.
picture of a shooting match they used to have.
Yeah, that's not fair. We can't see everything. That's not fair at all. They're having an auction here, so we can't see everything.
Thank you, thank you.
We can't see everything. Bummer. Oh well. You can't win them all.
See this? That's pretty neat.
Oh, I like the Grammy one.
But you can have one for a donation.
Oh, is that what it says?
I wouldn't mind having this.
Well, I'll donate $1. Where do we donate? That's perfect. This is exactly what I want.
That's a little turtle right there. That's a picture.
Yes, that's what I've seen. Is it colorized, the original? Was it a painting? What's
Oh,
here?
that? What is that?
Oh, this is Indians of Ohio. Well, I'll give them $2.
Yeah, that'd be worth it. I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one. That's Vietnam. Vietnam poor
You know what else?
people.
They got, you heard of the Buckeye Trail? That goes around all through.
Yes,
Ohio,
I
too.
know.
That'd be something I always thought.
Yeah, it goes all the way
around.
around.
Hike on that. But I wonder if they
Yeah.
got camp spots. Too.
Well, the one that's coming down on the western side goes along the old canal, whatever canal that was, Erie
I mean,
Canal.
I was in Hocking Hills, and part of that, the Buckeye Trail
Does
goes
it?
through there too. Yeah. We hiked
That's a
little bit
neat
of that.
place.
Oh, yeah.
Is this worth getting? Is that worth getting?
I mean, if I was living alone, I'd probably hang on one of my wall
Yeah.
with Carter. I probably
She probably won't let you.
God, no. I used to have a little extra bedroom in my first house. I had
Right. Yeah, how much is typically a donation? Where do we pay? How do we pay it? Over there?
Yeah,
Is that-
it's just put the money in the box.
Okay. Let me stop this for a second.
And then
old stuff in here. Right?
Yeah. Whoops. Get that moved my way. Just to get the of all the farm implementations back in the 1800s.
Look at this chainsaw. The size of this.
Oh my lord.
Two-man job. Look at somebody standing
Yeah,
there and
that's
hold the
a-
handle. See it?
Gee, man,
And then you gotta stay on this end.
well, that was the that was a 20th century there. That wasn't the 18th. It was the 19th century. A lot of this. Didn't ever think I'd come back to the Garst Museum. The old sleighs. U.S. mail. That's what my brother Tom used to deliver mail in. No, that's not true. You know I'm lying about that one. Old anvil. That's a racing buggy. I guess they used to have, they used to have one of these racetracks here. I forget what's it called. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Dummy me. Huh. There's a stagecoach. Let's see what the history. Wells Fargo Concord Overland Stagecoach. Oh, that's just a replica. That's a small one, replica. Yeah, you can tell that. Spinning wheels. You know what's neat about this is they're so you're not getting jostled all over the place. What do you call that on your car? Shock absorbers. Yeah. Yep, spinning wheel. Yeah. Well, they had, oh, that's an oldie. Look at that one. This was, had faucet.
Kind of like an old Western movie you see them up.
Right.
Oh, I didn't see that. It's not the kids I have to worry about, it's my mother.
That's okay.
No, I didn't see it. That's awesome. Wow. Look at it.
Looks uncomfortable.
1958 Popo. There's some old appliances. That's a replica.
That's cool, that's what it is.
And old traffic light. I'm not sure. This is racing. Western. You're okay. You'll be in my film.
Could you imagine using a wheelchair like that?
I know. I watched a guy on, American Pickers, whatever that dude's name is, ride one of those things, and how to get on it. Yeah. Yeah. This has got rubber wheels. I'm allowed to.
This is steel here.
Yes, that's what I.
Mid 1800s.
Do you know why, Annabelle?
The chains had to be really heavy to be strong enough, so they're pretty heavy.
You bought a big block of ice and put it in there.
Huh. But anyway, so we're coming in the back way from the when we came in. We came in the original front door, and that's where Greenville
Right.
stuff is.
That's what I said, some of the last thing.
Yeah, it is. There's old Squirt. I don't remember Squirt. Do you?
Nope.
Nor Bar Company 5 and 10. We had Woolworths and Kresge's in our neighborhood. Oh, my shoulder's starting to hurt.
Anthony Wayne Memorial. That's the original tomb of General Anthony Wayne, who died here, 1796. So he died.
He died in
Long after all that's-
1796?
Well, it says. That's like right after all this shit happened.
I didn't know that.
Are you kidding me?
Huh.
Make sure that's what it said. Yeah, it does say that.
Huh. Yeah, right after the treaty was signed, a
A
year.
year later, he was gone. Yes,
Getting a.
maybe the Indians.
I'm gonna turn this off until we get to the one of my thing. Now we're coming into the Annie Oakley section of the Garst Museum. Garst Museum.
Her homecoming to Buffalo Bill's Wild West in 1900 was one of the happiest days of her life. And now you are watching Little Sure Shot's last public performance. It was a charity event.
So this camera I got with lighting, it puts a blue line down it, and I called the Canon up about it, and they said, well, you got to have the receipt. Well, I never had no receipt to send this in for them to fix it. I didn't have the receipt. I bought the thing down in Virginia. It's not there. See, okay, see when I hit it right. Well, you don't care, but you get this stupid blue line. There's Buffalo Bill, one of her guns.
Used by immediately. Most of the guns are used by her.
So, Sitting Bull called her Little Miss Sure Shot because they went to Europe together with the Buffalo Bill. It'll explain it here somewhere, I'm sure. She was kind of attractive lady, wasn't she?
It's not easy being a lesbian during the time.
Well, here's some of the shit. Here's some of the brass sticks they got. They
Oh, that
recovered
she
that shit
shot?
shot through.
Oh, how neat.
Even pennies.
Wow. Okay, was that a... Yeah. The real gun is what I was saying, where... Because that wood is like pristine. Wonder, it does state somewhere about her going down to Cincinnati and competing.
She honed her shooting skills in matches around Dark County. A mere child forced by tragedy to become a woman, to compete in a man's arena. She captured the imagination of the public.
So Wild Bill's Wild West played in Greenville.
22 years old, Annie and husband Frank posed for a
Cool.
publicity photograph.
Yeah, there's Sitting Bull there.
In 1885, Annie
Yes, City Bull loved it.
Yeah.
He was captivated by her talent and personality.
In 1894, Thomas Edison invited Annie to perform her act before his new invention.
They soon became close friends.
He got killed right before Wounded Knee, wasn't he?
Yeah, he got shot on by Indian.
Yeah.
Indian police.
Yeah.
She became world famous and performed for royalty, but never stayed away from Dark County for long.
Was that her husband?
He adopted her as a member of the tribe.
Oh, that's a Cossack. What's that?
He adopted her as a
Did
member
he?
of the tribe and a daughter.
How neat.
And she wrote him as her adopted father.
Is that her at an older age? No, that's her mother, it looks like.
Riding alongside Annie. So was missing always the consummate lady and children.
That's Annie in old age. So the guy she married, they competed against one another, the way I understood. And then she was better than him.
Keep on aiming and keep on shooting.
There she is, shooting.
Will make you perfect. Finally, you'll hit the bullseye of success.
He couldn't beat her, so he married her.
Annie died in Greenville in
City Bull was going to take her hunting right before he died, and he got murdered like a
Did he?
few weeks later.
Yeah.
And she never got to go hunting.
She was famous. That was one famous young lady. I read about her, maybe it was the first time I was up here. Her family was poor like most people back in them days. But she got her chops shooting by shooting wildlife to eat. Squirrels and stuff. And there's that blue line. It's because of the lighting. I think that's her husband. And there she is in old age and a dress she owned. Portrait of her. There's her and her husband. There it is. In 1875, Annie visited her married sister Lydia Stein near Cincinnati. Hotel keeper Jack Frost, who knew Annie's reputation as a shooter, arranged a match between her and the professional exhibition marksman Frank Butler, who then became her husband.
Frank shot 24 and 25 birds. She won by hitting all 25.
There's that blue again. Blue line. That's how the light hits it. That's pretty deep looking. And it says Little Sure Shot, Annie Oakley. And I'm ruining this thing that I paid $1 for. Probably shouldn't have got it. Oh. There's a lot about Annie in this Garst Museum, but it's worth a visit.
She lived to be 66.
Did she?
Doing what you love and excelling in a man's world.
Who played her in the movies? Was that
I wouldn't know.
what the hell was the one from Cincinnati?
She died.
But I
in
don't
Greenville.
think, did she? She came back to Greenville to die. Barbara Stanwyck played her once.
Whether anybody wants to do nothing was sexy.
So I think we go this way, Tom. Yeah. There we go. This is where we really want to go. My shoulder's hurting from holding this up. My shoulder hurts. I gotta, oh, there it is. There's the painting. I'm not so sure if that's the original though. Treaty of Greenville painting. That's where the etching where we were at was taken off.
There it is.
I don't know if that's the original though. Here's all the Indian tribes that signed. Oh, there's what I was talking about. The diorama. Man, that. Some of the stuff that was found, I guess, here. Tomahawk. Cannon shot. Talking about Wayne. Here's all 3 trails, Tom, when you get a chance.
Oh, that's the actual study.
Where they actually all went, and it's color coded.
You know, look at the green one. The green one did go out. He went around the
Yeah,
mountain, didn't he?
yeah.
And you see, he went all the way up to Fort Wayne.
Yeah, that's amazing. I didn't know that.
That's where he, and then he came back.
It was probably a village up there. Right?
Yeah, that's where Little Thoreau.
Okay,
I believe that's where he was
got-
heading too. He was heading up there to defeat Little Thoreau. The Indians, when he came up here, most Indians were over here and a pound
Okay.
somewhere over here. So he was easily able to beat
Right.
them and not get too many of his men didn't get killed. But see, these are all Indian settlements here.
Okay.
Here. He may have went past this one too, I guess.
It shows the British forts. That's kind of cool. This is on his way to Fallen Timbers. This is what I really like. This is actually done very well.
He was the guy who never sleeps. They told him.
Yeah, but he got like 2-3 hours of sleep. Yeah, it was. It was like one of the largest, I think, made in Northwest. They got lighting there. But this is the legend that tells you what everything was. And you can pan over and see. That was huge, wasn't it? Look at all the cabins that were in there. The beginning of Greenville. And what's interesting is these outer, and they're stockaded. Original fort and blockhouse locations overlay modern Greenville.
Look, it looks like it took it from an airplane.
Oh yeah, that's a good picture. This is all the implements of building Greenville. It looks like, I never was upstairs. It looks like they got something upstairs. I think about the American Revolution, maybe. An unfulfilled promise, out of the land that was to know them no more forever. Poor Indians. Treaty promises may have been unfulfilled, but the story should never be forgotten. Absolutely. They all lied like hell and knew it. when they were writing out that treaty, and none of them, most of them, couldn't even understand what the hell they were putting their mark to. Terrible.
They're keeping alive for a little while longer,
Yeah.
so they can figure something out.
Where did the Shawnee, Oklahoma? Did the Shawnee get sent to Oklahoma?
They ended up, most of them ended up moving. A lot of them left before a lot of the Clemson quit playing.
Right.
The last one to get up, but they were, yeah. Towards Oklahoma.
Did they move them to Oklahoma? I don't know. This is St. Clair's camp. Oh, I didn't know St. Clair's camped here. Oh, there's a map of his camp. Here's some. There's a pretty cool picture. What is this? Looks like a precursor to an elephant. What were they called? They're not Mastodon and Mammoth. And then a lot of arrowheads. More arrowheads. How late is the museum up at Fort Recovery open till?
That one's open at 12 till 5.
We're doing okay on time, do you know? I didn't bring my
I
phone.
got at least a half hour. I have 1 o'clock.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
23.
Talking about the beaver fur trade here, all for top hats in Europe. The overcoming of the Indian culture by European industry. Awesome. Indian gifts to the world. Sage, Indian maize, good old tobacco, podcorn. The three sisters, corn, beans, and squash, were planted in the same small hills and fertilized by fish. The corn provided a climbing stock for the beans. The beans nourished the soil, and broad squash leaves blocked the sunlight, preventing the growth of weeds. Can't see that. Singular elegance. That explains it. The United States was plagued with debt after the Revolution. Veterans of the war were to be paid with land for service, and ordinances were enacted to survey, sell, settle, and create states in the new Northwest Territory. Indians and settlers soon clashed over this land. Both trespassed original boundaries set at the Ohio River. Indians became alarmed at the rush of settlement and soon were fighting to protect their homeland. British forces also remained in the Northwest, stirring up the Indians and threatening war. The frontier was in flames. So guess what I forgot when I planted the Three Sisters on Davern Avenue, Tom? They used fish. They used fish. Yeah.
We used to catch carp, he'd take a very long side to the plants all the time.
Yeah.
They help.
Yeah.
Good fertilizer.
There's Prophetstown. That was up around, that was in Indiana, right?
That was up Tippecanoe.
Up by Tippecanoe.
I think it's real close to that battle spot. That was
Shawanese. There's a creek house.
And the remnants of the different tribes will be driven toward the setting sun.
That's a neat picture. That's cool looking.
That's in Judas.
There's Tecumseh. Right there. And then his brother, the prophet. That was a pretty interesting story about his brother, the prophet's history.
What's that?
The prophet's history was kind of he was a drunk.
Somewhat. But you know what? That other book I read gave another side of him.
Really?
It did. It said he was actually a little more of a, he had a little more to do with getting the names together than the Tecumseh did in some instances, because he was looked at as because of his dreams and shit. He did some kind of superstition.
Well, yeah. The way what I read was he was drunk and it fell face first into a fire.
That's how his face got messed up.
Yeah, and that then he had a spiritual awakening, and then became the prophet.
But it did have a lot to do with Tecumseh's success. He was doing the end, he kind of screwed it up.
Yeah.
I think that might have happened. Anyone knows? Because I heard in this other book too that, is it Wayne that defeated him again?
No.
It was Harrison.
It was Harrison. Yeah.
He kind of got word that Tecumseh was gone, and this might be the best chance to do it. Because he kind of egged that battle on a little bit too.
Right.
He was in Tomahawk kids. I think struck him in one.
Yeah, those are what, European made.
Yeah.
I think pictures are worth, as they say, 1,000 words. That's pretty. don't know if there's any more. There's something upstairs. I never was up there. Oh, this just shows you it's not in good shape. Not in good shape. Here's an anatomy of a frontier fort. You can see that. Apparently there was 2 Fort Finneys. One later built down the Ohio, farther down by Louisville. The first Fort Finney was at the mouth of the Great Miami River. If anybody cares. This is what the American soldier looked like after the Revolutionary War. This is what they looked like when they came up and fought the Indians, what we're doing today. The Western Army at Fort Cumberland, Maryland. Jeez, that one too Western. This is getting more into the Revolutionary War. This is a fine restaurant. A restaurant. Did I say restaurant? My brain. Museum, I mean. What a dipshit. Ah, there's Wilkinson there. Wilkinson, who we've been talking about. Simon Kenton, what's the Frontiersman book, Alan Eckert. Let me see if there's anybody else. I'm sure there is. I've heard of this guy, this Torheim. He was at the Battle of the Thames. Rensselaer, Indiana is named after this guy, I'm sure. And there's Eaton, where we just was from. There's Little Turtle. And then Mad Anthony Wayne. But all these other guys, I'd never heard of them. Oh, William Henry Harrison. Buried kind of near my house in Cincinnati. These are long. I'm not going to play any. Lewis and Clark. Crime and Punishment. The good old. I think I'm going to turn this thing off. There's the forts of Anthony Wayne. There's a nice picture of Fort Washington right there, where we started. Fort Hamilton. Fort St Clair. There's a drawing of Fort Jefferson. That's the one where we seen down there.
Oh, there's what you're talking about. It says Wayne camped his army a mile down the river in an effort to keep troops away from the disease and immoral temptations of the city.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was at the mouth of the Mill Creek. I rode my bike down there one time. I don't advise going down there. A little spooky. Being homeless down there. And there's really nothing to see. Yeah, this is, they got the most about this here. we get to see a real fort though up in Fort Recovery. That's gonna be cool. Got another museum to go through. History is an analysis of past events written in a spirit of critical inquiry for the whole truth. We're here.
You see this one that used to flog them?
Yeah, I seen that.
$100 is the standard. How could that would be?
Has to make damn sure you don't turn around and run away.
So once you're hit 5 or 6 times, then you're just hitting your goddamn air.
I know.
Blood. Yeah,
Really?
terrible. I'm sure some of them died from it. They said they kept a doctor nearby.
To make sure.
Stop it
Yeah.
if he was getting ready to die. If they didn't really want him to kill him.
Well, the sad part, the people who administer those lashes had to be kind of sadomasochist. Or masochist, I should say.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you ever think about when you were 18, 19 and thought, I mean now, thinking, why didn't I go to school for like archaeology or tried to get in the National Park Service?
So while I was at London, I was to be a ranger, but I didn't want to go to college. By the time I got that old, I was done with school.
Me too. That's how I was when I went to
And
Cincinnati
I'll
State.
just work outside construction, start now and see what happens from there. I never made it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about going out west too, to one of them schools that teach you how to backpack horses and shit. And,
Yeah. Dude, like a dude ranch.
Yeah. So
Yeah, well, I mean, where we were brought up, we weren't really.
And I wanted to commute to Minnesota
Yeah.
when I was like 22.
Yeah.
We see these guys, they work for the park, of course, but their job was to go out and commute and clear trails.
Really?
And that's my
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Fishing pole one.
That would have been cool. Well, that was that. I think we're gonna go. I'm gonna go up. Keepers of Freedom. I never was up here, so we're gonna.
I'll meet you up there.
I don't. Okay. I don't know if there's much up here. Oh, I've been up. Well, I remember the Girl Scouts. There's nothing up here. Cub Scouts. I don't know. I guess they were the Keeper of Freedoms. I'm going back. Oh no, there's more up here. What an idiot. And he just says there's some Girl Scout stuff. And brownies. I don't know if there's any brownies. There's some more. Oh, shoot. I didn't have it on. This is the history of U.S. military. So that's what they look like. That was the uniform in this expedition. That's what the U.S. Army uniform actually looked like. And then we get into the War of 1812. I don't know whose jacket that is. That's when they started wearing shakos, like all the European armies. Military, Civil War. I've got so much stuff on the Civil War with my big brothers, Tom and Skip. What's this one? This is all Civil War. They skipped the Mexican-American War. Huh. Another Union. With the saber. What's the cross? I wonder if that's a Corps insignia. Can you see the cross? Yeah, you can see the cross. Oh. That's Matchett. I thought maybe that was Lytle. I don't know why they would have there. There's Garst. There he is. No, that's not Garst. That's donated. Uh-oh, my battery's going. I gotta turn this off and change batteries. We're talking about this bayonet here. I mean, yeah, they're coming after you. So that's what, I mean,
That was an unbelievable invention, whoever thought of that.
it was a Frenchman. But I know during the Napoleonic Wars that hardly any wounds were caused by bayonets, but I'm not sure about the Civil War. Yeah, they actually kept statistics on that in the Napoleonic Wars. So then we switched to, that's still the Civil War, I think. And then World War I, equipment. This is quite a museum, isn't it? Oh, here's a neat one. What year was this, though? Who lost his life in the crash of the airship Shenandoah near Ava, Ohio? Huh, there's a picture of him. With the airship, it had to have been in the early 20th century. Huh. And there's an airship. There it is, right there. The dirigible Shenandoah, flown by Lieutenant Commander Zachary Lansdowne. And there's some wreckage of it. Poor guy. Doesn't give me a date though. No date. And there it is here. I don't know. 1925. September 25th. 1925. When the dirigible went down. And then here's World War II. Army, Navy. That's not. There was no Air Force in World War II. It was the Army Air Corps, wasn't it?
Marines. It was one of the services.
Air Force Base Distinguished Airmen, but I thought it was the Army Air Corps was precursor to the Air Force. Oh, there's some Russian. I can't pronounce it, whatever. Or were these American? These are American. I never knew they had them types. This is Vietnam.
He had a company of about 150 to 200 men.
Desert Storm.
Very difficult times. And he
Annapolis? That's probably in Annapolis.
He just indicated he was sure he wouldn't be able to.
West Point. Some people from Greenville. You can't see because of the lighting.
I wouldn't have been here anyway. I've always had to say a few words on Bob Killer's behalf. He was a good man that led us through some.
No. 2002. Poor guy.
I was technically
Killed when his helicopter went down.
for whatever reason,
There's some in the by the Philippines.
well, captain, but he demoted
I know, going flying through here.
with the weapons.
There's a. See, I think most of this stuff had to do donated by persons in Dark County here, Greenville, to this museum. I think that's what this is all about. And there's old Abe. And I don't know where that's at. That's pretty cool looking. I wonder where that's at.
Bob Killer did pass away on election day, November 4th. He was a good man. We all want to have him.
And there's some more. That looks like the Korean War. I don't know though. There's some armaments over the years. I was going to ask him if it's okay if I film, and then I seen somebody taking a photo, so I thought, why ask? Oh, there's some Japanese confiscated stuff during the World War II. Nurse's outfit, I take it. But that's Navy. No, that's a wave outfit. There's a nurse's. There's a nurse's outfit. And oh, there's an old picture of Andersonville prison. Can't see it very well. That was during the Civil War, by the way. If you don't know that. And there's a whack, a wave, a whack. I don't know what they call Marine Corps Women Auxiliary. Don't know. Don't have a clue. Don't know who it is. Army Man and Whack Wed. Isn't that great? Oh, isn't that sweet? There's a Nazi flag, and there's some Nazi confiscated probably contraband. All the World War II vets are almost all dead now. And the Vietnam vets are going quickly too. There's a Marine Corps dress blues. I don't know who that guy is, but I'm sure he's from around here. There's Airborne, 101st. 101st Airborne. That's pretty cool. And now I can turn this thing off. There's a little bit more over here. Okay, so now we're at Fort Recovery, Ohio, where St. Clair's defeat actually happened. This is the museum. I mean, not the museum, the memorial site. And we're not sure if this is where the battle took place, but we will find out. This is kind of interesting little area, but they got, oh, look at over there, Tom. Lordy, gee, manetly, that's gonna be pretty neat. Roll of the Dead.
Oh, these are all the officers that got killed.
Man.
Sergeants, everybody, almost every fucking body.
Let's get in there.
All them plus 630 American soldiers. I don't think they're counting the camp followers.
Right.
That's just of the army. That was
Yeah.
200, over 200 camp followers. It was almost 900.
So, is this their names also? Is Brooks on there?
Brooks Beatty, yeah. Brooks Beatty's on.
Okay, that's there. They got them in stone. Got them all in
I'm gonna go look
stone.
at this sign.
Yeah. This is, oh! I almost lost it. Is that Simon Kenton or
Yeah.
just a? No, I can't see. I'm gonna get him.
It said it was erected. It
Boy.
was a sacred spot where alive buried the fallen soldiers. They just
Oh,
buried them
so-
in this area.
Wow. Honor the dead. $5 fine for defacing or climbing. It's only $5? Jeez. It'd be more than that.
Yeah, it should be more than that. $5.
That must have, yeah. This was the... This was the battle site right here.
It says 300 feet north, 900 feet west.
Oh, it's still farther?
Somewhere, I would be over that way, I think.
Oh, but it said that well,
That's where they were buried. That's on
the
this.
doctor that was saying so they got killed right there is what it said.
It said you got
So maybe that was,
It didn't say you got killed. Well, probably this whole area.
this is probably where the fort's at, don't you think? If it's that far away, because the fort's not
Well,
far
900
from
feet
here.
ain't that far away, Greg.
Right. So we're gonna go to the museum here shortly. Okay, that says the same thing. You get a better view of this monument. Oh, didn't get the proverbial cannon. These are always a joke. That is a huge friggin' cannon. But anyway, we don't need to look at that. That wasn't a cannon. That was used here. So I bought 2 books, one on this and one on Wayne. This spine was erected by the Congress in 1912. Boy, doesn't that look new? Looks like it was new. Gee, man, that way. So the battle didn't take place here. I'm assuming that doctor got killed when they were retreating and it came through here. Possibly, don't know. Possibly don't know that stuff. This explains it all. If you really want to know what all happened here, Wikipedia's got a nice synopsis of it. But that is, I don't need to go back up there, but this is impressive. Come over and see this monument. We're thinking that the actual battlefield is up where the museum is at, but don't know. That's Civil War veterans. See? Always got to have the Civil War.
It's over here.
That's a civil. Yeah, I want to see this. This is going to be, if it's what I think it is, going to explain the whole friggin' thing.
For 300 feet, if that thing's true, it'll be over behind that house, and then 900 down. It's going to be over where that
Right?
church is. Over.
Really?
That's basically rough,
Yeah.
a rough idea.
That's kind of sacrilegious, isn't it? Building houses over
I know.
where a bunch of dead people were.
They knew it was here. They would have.
Yeah. This is for all military, like they normally have in every single city, small city in the Cincinnati, in the United States. I always got to have something for the military, and that's fine with me. This is pretty neat, though.
Malbia.
Well, this is kind of neat, though. I mean, they got all the local, yeah.
Like that wall in Washington, D.C.
There's some, yeah. Have you ever been there?
No.
That is impressive. We vacationed in the Shenandoah Valley, and then towards the end we skirted over to DC and went and seen that. There's a Navy, Jarreens, Jarheads. Did you go down to the corner with that one marker? Way at the corner, did you? Yeah, I'm gonna go down there. Then we'll go to what we came here for, actually. But we're gonna get something to eat here first.
Oh, look at, they still find those in 1851.
Gee, man, that way. Boys playing along the banks of the Wabash.
That's what I was telling you about. They had some kind of ceremony. Remember I told you
yes,
later
you
on
did.
they found more
Yeah,
bones?
yeah.
And they moved them all to here.
1851. Moved to this monument
So they
site in
moved all these
1891. Ah, so this is actually a cemetery.
And I was so
Underneath
more or less
there.
there, yeah. In 1980, Howard TF authorized building a monument for the.
Yeah. How neat.
Over 1,000 people.
Doesn't that
attended
look
the
like
ceremony.
it was built yesterday? I mean,
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
really new.
Reminds me of the one up at the Perry Monument up in Lake Erie a little bit.
Really?
There it's tall.
Yeah.
You know in South Pass Island, you ever been up there?
No.
Oh,
No.
really? You know, Oliver Perry,
I
the
drove
War of
past.
1812.
Right.
I have not yet beat. No,
Haven't-
John Paul Jones.
Yeah, that was.
But
Yeah.
Perry defeated the British out from South
Right.
Pass Island. They got a monument like that for him. But you actually go up in
Yeah.
that one.
Can you?
You get inside of his elevator and everything.
Well.
800 tons of granite to build this in concrete. He's the highest thing.
Yeah.
Beneath the tree was still inside this building. Are you kidding me? It's at about
Wow. Yeah. So we're in Fort Recovery, Ohio. This is what our main destination was. But anyway, Tom, we ate over here, and he said he believes that sign's probably General Butler, and damn if it wasn't. Side of this building.
I don't know what building is it? Old tree.
Yeah, right across. There's Johnny Lammers. So we're going to cross the street up here and see these murals. You can see it in the distance. We'll get up close and personal. If we don't get hit by a car crossing the street. And there's a museum here, and we're not sure if this is the museum or if the museum is by the blockhouse. But we think that there is actually a reconstructed fort. Well, let's get this one first. This mural, I can't see it. Side of a building. Then you got this awesome looking thing right here. That is so neat. Yeah. From 1791, this was 91 or 92, St. Clair's defeat. Their uniforms changed. The United States Army's uniforms changed. Boy, that is so neat. There's some of the camp followers over there, Tom. That is so cool.
They're surrounded. They're shooting all different.
This is Wayne's victory.
There's that attack on the fort they made. 2-day battle of sea resulting in giving up their assault
Wow,
because of that.
that's neat. What's on this side? Oh, here's St. Clair's defeat. If I'm getting it, am I getting it? I am. Everybody's gonna be sick and tired of hearing about this, but hey, then don't watch my video. You don't have to. Oh, I missed that up there. Well, see. Well, this ain't the museum. This is just a. Yeah, this is just showing you what a log cabin looked like. Which I missed that. But we're gonna walk back up, right? I don't know where's the museum at? We're not sure where the museum's at. And I totally missed this. That's why I'm coming back up here and getting it. There's a roll of women in the battle. I've been here before. Fuck. I didn't know if I've been here. But I totally missed it. I don't know where to... didn't it says it right here, didn't it? We're looking for the museum, so hold in there. See, Fort Recovery Historical Museum. Yeah.
This tells you
Where it was?
so where are we at right now? This tells you how the battle lines were. See, and here's
Oh, okay.
here's the actual river. Here's where the river. It's just a river right now. Here's where it used to be.
And
yeah.
it used to be there.
And it's a creek, and they were camped right here. And then this. Remember, I said they once were on the other side of the creek, which is really on this side of the river now. Oh no, here's the river. It's still the other side.
And they got beat back? Is that?
This is where the Indians were all like this.
Okay.
And then they beat them back across the river, and then they
Gotcha.
come around and like this. And eventually they got all the way around.
Right. And then they had to skedoodle down that way. But where is the museum? Is this the entrance to the museum? Let's go see. No. 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 No, that's not museum. Maybe it's there. Maybe it's that way. Straight ahead. It looks like it should be.
It's telling you how women had a role in the battlefield.
Yeah.
They're Indians too.
Oh, really?
It's like you were talking about how the women had earlier, and it tells you they did have. They had a little bit of a role and even decided to attack. The Indians were actually heading back towards their town when they decided.
That was a village.
Yeah, that's where they were heading towards, and they decided, let's veer off and we'll attack these son of bitches.
Cool. I guess. Oh, well, there's a militiaman.
Did you read this?
Yeah, I'm reading it now. I should have read it out loud. Here I found a scene of the wildest confusion. 200 or 300 women and children were gathered together in a state of excitement, bordering on distraction. Some were running to and fro, wringing their hands and shrieking out their terrors. Some were standing speechless like statues of horror, with their hands clasped and their eyes fixed upon the not very distant scene of strife. Some were kneeling and calling on heaven for protection. Some were sobbing and groaning in each other's arms, and several who had swooned from fright lay as if dead upon the ground. From the account of Kentucky militiaman Robert Bradshaw, recalling the moments when he ran back into the main encampment after the American Indians' attack on the Kentucky militia camp. Which then begs the question, what the hell were they doing there?
A lot of women and children. A lot of them followed their men. They wanted to be with their men. They wanted to.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the original route of the Wabash.
Oh, okay.
Right now, see where it's at.
Right.
So it was a little more this way. But I'm trying to figure out where we're at now.
Yeah, I know.
Where
It
we
should say you are
Are we
here.
on this road?
Right.
I don't know where the fuck I'm at.
Right.
I can't picture it right now. The parking lots across us.
Yeah.
I mean, where's the? This looks like Halligan.
Yeah, they should have you are there like they normally do.
That would be the perfect.
Yeah,
thing.
because that's the battle, and this is 2 years later, the fort over here.
I'm thinking this is the main road, but these don't look like stores and shit that we just went past.
No.
Are we even close to the battlefield? I don't know.
No idea. You're right.
We gotta go to the museum and ask them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it's not there.
Oh, you think it's
I think we're gonna. Yeah. Let's go over there. I'm gonna shut this off for the Wait till we get over there. We're going into the Fort Recovery Museum.
Oh, we can see
That's
this on the
pretty
other side.
cool.
See, that's the kind of, that's what they
Yes.
want.
I liked how they shaved their head.
All right, we want to jump around the museum.
Okay, it'd be $5 a piece, please.
Okay.
Museums through there,
Okay.
and once you get started, if you want to go straight, work your way around, you'll see
Yeah.
the timeline that way.
See how their uniforms changed between the Battle of the Wabash and that's fallen. Well, that's not fallen timber.
It might be the same one.
Yeah.
What did you see there?
Yeah.
So this is the museum here in Fort Recovery.
That's a better view of that. It ain't behind the.
Yeah.
So that's what the Army wore more than.
Yeah, that was their uniform.
That's what a typical.
But the other one over there, I'm thinking they still had tricorn hats in '92 or whatever, but I don't know. You get a general idea of the museum, whoever watches this video. It's worth coming up here. I bought 2 books on both the battles, so I'll get educated that way. There's some, they look like walnuts, but look at that. What the, they were that big? Musket balls? No, that's buckshot. Yeah, that's like grape shot. Some of the stuff that they found on site. There's a tricorn hat. Couple of them. We never did get to see that whatever the hell was at the in that other museum. We didn't ask either.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Totally forgot. There's a replica of a blockhouse. That's pretty cool looking. Here's a piece of the stockade. Original. You know what's odd is why I guess Washington forced St. Clair that he better go do something. That's why he left in October. You would think that is a terrible time to go into the wilderness. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. I'm assuming this is items that were found on site here, either in 92 or 94. Tells you what they are here. Well, we're coming. That looks like a cowbell. It is a cowbell. And that's a little howitzer. What good that would have done, but I guess it was good enough. It's amazing how small they were. The howitzer, that is. It's called a King howitzer. I don't know what that means, but anyway. And this shows the marches from Fort Washington on up. basically traveled the light brown. The light brown is what we traveled, which is US 127. Basically.
So, Luke had married a Catholic white woman and became fluent in English. And that
So
was one of the
there's-
reasons they had that myth about him being
Yeah.
captured as a child. But historical accounts and DNA testing support his cultural, biological origin.
Okay. But his children,
Could have something.
yeah, have white DNA, European DNA. There's Mad Anthony Wayne. Mad. He was mad at everybody. Did you ever see the outdoor drama Blue Jacket? We went and seen Tecumseh, but I never.
So many years I played on the water. It was twice I think we even had tickets once. Something came up, we didn't get the
Couldn't go.
I've never seen either one.
Yeah, we
I don't know
seen.
if they do it anymore.
Yeah, I think.
Blue Jacket's done for sure.
Yes, I heard that.
You might still leave Tecumseh.
It was kind of neat. It wasn't all that great, but it was. Well, we had to drive all the way on US 50 home after it was over. It was dark and. Ugh.
That's a long run.
A pipe tomahawk. There's a pipe. They got everything nicely labeled to make it easy on you.
General Nathaniel Green's one that assigned wing to the Southwest Indian Fighting Division. He's the one that Green Township's named after, I think.
Is it? Yeah.
Nathaniel Green.
Yeah,
They got
yeah,
Nathaniel
yeah.
Green Lodge over there.
Right.
You can need pictures here.
Yeah, I know. I got them.
Two are out there too.
Now where was it? Oh, the museum at Fort Ancient. Have you ever get a chance to go
I've been
there?
to Fort Ancient. I walked around. I've never been in the museum.
There's
I don't think it was open.
there's a wonderful picture of Fort Pitt in the background and Indians walking up the hill, and it's famous. I never seen it before. Me and Skip wanted to see if we could buy a replica of it because it's such a neat painting, and you can't.
There's a neat tomahawk here.
Yeah, I seen that. The pipe.
I got a tomahawk I bought years ago.
Do you really?
I bought it. It's kind of wooden with the top was loose. I just got like tape around it right now.
Uh-huh.
It looks just like that.
Yeah.
Very neat.
There's Fort Washington. A good picture of Fort Washington. 20 miles apart. $150 miles was where? At Fort. Okay. Sure if I understand that. Buttons, metal buttons. Hatchet, belt buckles. making musket balls, bullet molds. There's a kind of neat picture there.
The reason they kept going to Fort Hamilton, there was nothing at Fort Jefferson, there was no food or anything.
Nothing?
It said there was very little provisions were lacking. So they were forced
Yeah, they
to
were-
continue on at Fort Hamilton.
They were so ill prepared. No wonder why they got whooped.
The Indian monsters were probably no more than 3 dozen in a booth.
There's the first guy that got beat, Harmer. Raids, ambushes, and escalations. Yeah, that was a year earlier than St. Clair, this guy. Wasn't this attributed to, that was supposed to be Daniel Boone there?
Yeah, that's the man.
That is Daniel?
I seen that picture before.
Okay.
I seen taking people through the common to have to.
Okay. Well, it probably says it right up here. Yeah, there, it says it there. Did I missed Little Turtle. They don't have a picture of Little Turtle. So I guess the other one's fake?
What are you talking about?
Remember the picture we seen of Little Turtle? They don't have him there.
Oh. Yeah, it's got sewn up or something.
There's the guy that got killed on that street. Most of these guys were all Revolutionary War.
Pretty much all of them, really.
Yeah, all of them.
It's only about less than 10 years after the war.
Right. And there's St. Clair, that's what he looked like. Even though he was castigated, he actually became the first governor of the Northwest Territory, I believe.
Yeah, he was.
Then they got some stuff up. How do you get up there? How do we get up there? I guess on the other side. I've seen enough arrowheads, but I want to go up top. There, I'm going to go up if I can find how to get up there. I can find a way to get up there. So how do you get upstairs? I'm
Right
sorry.
around the corner, right where he
Okay.
came in at. That's
Okay.
where the arrowheads are at.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, we're going upstairs. And downstairs, possibly. Here. This photography of the first air mail flight over Fort Recovery is a fake. The airplane was drawn in by Harry. That's pretty interesting. George Schmidt. Oh well, I don't know what this is all about. The first reconstruction of Fort Recovery, 1936, built by the Fort Recovery one. Oh, so this is a second. There's that monument that we've seen that we were at, and some other stuff I'm not all that interested in. There's a Indian village. Prehistoric experience. I don't know what that's about. Anyway. Oh, there's a... Oh, this is cool. Replica of a bark Indian. I don't know what they're called. There's a longhouse right there. That's pretty cool. How they did that. Longhouse and then a bark teepee. I'd never heard of a bark teepee. I've heard of everything else though. And then a collection of arrowheads that they found. I guess around here. Let's do a precursory. Well, that was an original tomahawk bear. And there you go. These are original tomahawk heads, how they built them. That's a pretty nice collection. Look at all that. Whoa. We got all this. They got a really nice collection of what would you call it? Rock tomahawks before the European tomahawks became available. Okay, I think that's it. I'll turn this back on when we go outside. That is the first Fort Recovery Band, photographed in 1895. I'm not sure if there's any. City Drayman Motel, 1985. 1985? That's weird. I'm not sure what's all down here in the basement. Was a Shawnee War Chief blue jacket, a Caucasian. And here we go. Chief blue jacket with wife met this baby. Huh. So I don't know what all that means. Tom will be interested in this, I'm sure. 6 direct male line descendants of Georgia First Blue Jackets. 6 direct male line descendants of Thomas Swearingen. Tom's got to see this. Tom, you coming down?
Yep.
You're going to like this down here. Wait till you come down here. This is really quite interesting. When you get down, look at this here, over here. I think that
Harvest Jubilee, just in 1912, they must have that, they've been having that for a century now.
Oh, yeah.
That Carol was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they call the Harvest Jubilee, because I saw a sign of that bar for it.
That's Tecumseh, supposedly. So yeah, they did DNA, it looks like, on descendants. Oh, here's whoever that's supposed to be. He's down at, I don't know what that's all about, who signed it or what. He's down at the memorial. Oh, that looks cool. There's a Dragoon, I guess. Yep, Dragoon exhibit created by J. Eben 4th Continental Light Dragoons. Here's a neat picture. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool looking. Too bad I can't get closer. I wonder. It looks like etched in like marble. I'm not touching it though. I'm not allowed. They'll get mad at me. There's little turtle. We don't know if that's really him, but we'll. Now we got some muskets over here. That's always cool to get. And a replica fireplace. And then here's Arthur St. Clair. And then Anthony Wayne. And then this is Buckingham Hillis. Never heard of him. A Delaware War Chief. I've seen this picture before. I think that's St. Clair's defeat also. And then there's Blue Jacket, which we seen upstairs. Yeah, I think this is a place for little kiddies to come down. Let's see, they got, oh, there's Butler getting killed. Red Pool, I don't know. And there's James Wilkinson. Historian Robert Leckie characterized him as a general who never won a battle or lost a court-martial. Oh boy. There's another view of the Greenville Treaty. That's less stylized. It probably looked more like that than the one that's stylized. William Wells. There's Simon Girty. There's old Simon. Yeah. Yeah, see how they really vilified him, Girty? Geez.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's terrible. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's a pretty cool looking. Where's that at? I wonder where that sculpture is. That's pretty cool looking. But I think I'm done filming. Well, I'll do some outside. And then I'll be done with this. Oh, here's some stuff. Oh, there's a ton of bayonets down there. French bayonets. I wonder why they have a bunch of French. Oh, I guess those were left over from the Revolutionary War.
What's that?
French bayonets. Because the French supplied the United States with tons of military equipment. That's what always boggles my mind when they make fun of the French. After, you know, because they capitulated real quick during World War II, but as many men they lost in World War I, you can understand. If they made them out like they're a bunch of cowards, but that's all you do is you got to read the Napoleonic Wars. They weren't cowards at all. Or the French and Indian War. Okay, I'm done with that. Okay, so here's something original. This is part of the original flagpole from Fort Recovery. This portion of the flagpole base was located in 1836 when a well was dug on the fort site. And of course, do not touch. Okay. Yeah, we don't care about that stuff. Here's one. 1791 to 1891, Fort Recovery, Ohio Centennial. But, oh, that's Fort Hamilton right there. Huh. None of that makes any sense to me. We were right here. We were right here earlier on. And then they went across the river. I can't read what that says. It's pretty neat looking though.
And the tree again.
But, so I'm still a little confused as to, okay, so they came up here to Fort Recovery, Wayne. And then when did he go up to
Paul and Timbers?
Paul and Timbers is up that way,
up
yeah.
Maybe somewhere from here.
Right.
They went up there.
Yeah, that would be a long drive. But here's an amphitheater that they built. That's kind of neat. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's just exciting to see that we're not the only ones that like history.
Here we are. There ain't nobody else here.
Sure. Yeah, you got me there. That's just telling who spent the money. But the battle was all throughout this place.
That book I bought showed a picture of something like this.
Yeah.
They said this is where the troops. I showed you.
Right, and then the river came all the way up here, right? Yeah, right along here, maybe.
It looks like that flat.
I think it'll
might
probably.
have been, 'cause that one
Yeah.
picture I showed you, remember that?
Right.
Down there by the fence. But I'm
Right.
not sure. Oh, there's that ball field that was in one of the pictures.
Okay.
Was that in that one?
Up there. See, we got to walk past there anyway. Again, I wish there was a "You Are Here."
Yeah, that would be like perfect.
Yeah.
Like here's where they were camped or something.
Right. So this was the United States in 1791.
It's good. Look how big Virginia is.
So I wonder when Spain ceded all that territory to France.
What?
And,
Oh, you mean
this?
Virginia,
Yeah, and then Napoleon sold it to us. I don't know, 4 million or something like that.
But it was a real cheap amount.
Yeah.
Look at these big old trees. Hell, this might have been here when the
Yeah.
battle was going on.
Never know. Could have been.
How long do trees live? They live.
Oh yeah.
Oak tree. That's a big tree. That tree's been
That
there a long
is.
time.
It would be neat to know that that's true. That other one we seen at the other place. Oh.
So we never knew or something.
Yeah. I thought you were reading that. I'm like, oh,
Oh, you thought I was?
yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. There's a blacksmith shop and tool shed. This kind of stuff doesn't really interest me all that much, but it's history. It is history. It's just a tool cabin, you know. Yeah, but you can't really see it. The lighting's bad. Yeah, not worth it. But it's kind of neat how they built this stuff. Probably not supposed to touch it, but I am touching history. But we're assuming, we'll probably find this out, but we think that the Wabash came all the way up here. It's that away now.
How close is the river that field?
Uh-huh. I think everybody's sick and tired of seeing
See, this is
this
just
stuff.
telling us what happened, but that's
Right.
where it happened.
Well, here's that one. Oops, there I had killed myself. But then again, it shows no, you are here. Damn it. See, that would give you a good general idea where. See, is this line
I mean, he had to be around with
here?
I'm thinking that's it. You know what? Let's go back
Here?
and look at that map. With the ball
Okay.
field, what you want to. I'm gonna go to my car and get that book I want to too.
You want me to wait here?
Yeah, wait.
Okay. I can do that. While I take pictures of the reconstructed fort recovery. So when I was a little kid, I used to get army men from Mark's Toy Company, and they would always have wooden forts, and it always confused me because I was thinking out west with the cavalry out west, but in reality those Mark's toy sets were actually pretty authentic. So I'm thinking, so it was actually east of the Mississippi was what those toy sets were all about. I was a dumb little kid, I'll tell you that. Dumb little shithead. But now, I'll have to get me a play set. Play in the backyard. Oh yeah, like I used to. Anyway, turn this off, wait till Tom comes back with his book. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read this because this is actually a synopsis of what we came here to see. So anyway, the Battle of the Wabash. Although Brigadier General Harmer's campaign was considered a victory for the American Indians, it devastated their homelands. Harmer's troops burned 5 Shawnee, Miami, and Delaware villages along the Maumee River and destroyed over 20,000 bushels of crops, which led to the starvation during the hard winter of 1790-1791. The Shawnee, Miami, and Delaware recovered in the spring, moved their villages elsewhere in the Kikayanki neighborhood or west to the Glaze, and prepared for another U.S. military campaign from Fort Washington. In the spring of 1791, Major General Arthur St. Clair succeeded Harmer as leader of the U.S. military campaign in the Northwest Territory. St. Clair was to build a series of forts from Fort Washington to Kikayanki. That kid murdered that. To control the Northwest Territory. St. Clair's troops headed north from Fort Washington in August. In October, the Army built Fort Jefferson, approximately 20 miles south of here, which we were at. It took St. Clair's army over 1,000 soldiers plus 250 civilians more than a week to travel through the heavily forested area from Fort Jefferson to this site on the banks of the Wabash River, arriving in late afternoon on November 3rd. They put up no fortifications, and scouting reports of Indians in the area were not passed on to St. Clair. The main encampment was arranged in a rectangle directly behind you along present Wayne Street. St. Clair thought that they were actually on the St. Mary's River, much closer to their village. Outposts surrounded the camp to the east, and the Kentucky militia were camped across the Wabash. So this is the Kentucky militia here. Wabash was right around here, and so it's here. This line here was here, is what I gather. That's what I gather. In the days previous, the 9 tribes of the American Indian Alliance passed on information from their scouts, had traveled southeast from their village, and war parties of 20 to 30 men. The tribal allowance was led by, and I'm not going to say that, you can see it, you can try it, Little Turtle of the Miami. Yeah, you're pretty. Yeah. I wouldn't even try it. And then Blue Jacket. Tom's doing it. In the early morning hours of November 4th, over 1,400 warriors assembled in a crescent formation on the high ridge northwest of St. Clair's encampment. This crescent strategy, yeah, right along there, was used successfully by tribes in previous battles, but never with this many tribes attacking such a large opposing force. So Tom went, does it?
This over, it does.
Oh.
So it's telling us that right in this area, if you look to the right, you see the fort.
Okay.
And over that way is the river. So like I think that's the river.
Okay.
The river right there.
Okay. But they were close to the river, right? And the militia was across it.
The second down.
Oh, okay.
Attack the fort.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what's confusing. A little confusing of this.
Was a supply, they deliver supplies in the fort. Then the supply chain was heading back to Fort Jefferson.
Okay.
And within a mile of the fort, we're pretty close to the fort, they were attacked.
Okay.
And they did pretty good in that attack. They killed, I don't know how many, and then they ran back to the fort, and then they started attacking the fort.
And then that's
where they had trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, without cannon, you can't do nothing against the fort.
Once they built, they should have stopped them from building the fort somehow if they could.
Yeah, yeah, you would have thought. Yeah.
That's a neat picture too. See, it's a river there. They're coming back across a river.
Oh yeah, that is cool.
Neat. Dead bodies along the trail.
Right.
And that's what they had to do. You swim the river, and this is when it's cold out too.
Sure.
I also read somewhere in there about a lot of the Indians, even though it was cold, that morning they still stripped down their leggings and breechcloth
to come across.
Just to fight the battle.
Yeah, well, that was kind of, you know, because it only came up to like
leggings going there, and then the breechcloth they would put in with the belt.
Yeah, gotcha.
But they always had a good show in there.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Right.
And they had linen shirts that they got from the British.
Yeah.
It was deer skin. It was a lot lighter than deer skin.
Yeah, and then this tells us where the
Wabash. This is it. You're facing the old river channel. And it's that flat area. Like, see how it come around?
Right.
Boom.
Yeah, gotcha.
Over that way. The river, I think the river's out there.
Then it goes,
That's probably the Wabash right now.
Yeah.
So we're definitely in the area of where
right.
the battle is going on.
It's amazing how fast, well, not how fast, hell, that was how many, 200 years ago or so, but how the river channels changed.
They completely overtook us. Well, that was the help of mankind. They said they were having some flood or something, so they filled it in.
Okay.
They would have had help, you know, from what I read.
Gotcha. Yeah, so here's the crescent there, Indian crescent. Here's the Americans, and then the, well, that's the American
Here's
Army,
where they originally
and
pushed the militia.
that's the
They pushed them back.
Kentuckians. Okay.
Yeah, or over here. So they were on the other side of the river.
Gotcha.
I don't know why they camped that far away, but
Right.
maybe because they were Kentucky and they're the same thing, you know, the prejudice thing. Pushed them back. And they said that they actually charged the Indians with a bayonet charge and temporarily pushed the Indian back, but they just
Okay.
went back and around. And before you know it, they had them
Yeah,
surrounded.
you can see this.
They went behind them, surrounded, and then they
Right.
went all around.
It's kind of like the Zulus and the
Yeah, I think of that.
Zulu.
They had to be. It
Yeah.
probably was terrifying fighting American Indians back in the day, with yelling and screaming.
yeah, I know.
They did that shit to terrorize you, and the way
Oh,
they
yeah.
painted their faces, here's some guy.
Right. I agree. And they played baseball after the battle. See that?
This triangle of land between the rivers, Indian forces surrounding and attacking right here.
Yeah.
So over half were killed or wounded. It was the worst defeat ever.
I don't understand where they say this battle had worldwide repercussions and led to the first congressional investigation in the nation's history. Oh, well, that was against St. Clair. They were trying
Washington,
to, yeah, it was pissed.
they
But
tried to
why
get that.
worldwide?
Washington said he should be tried for murder. He blamed
Yeah.
him completely. That
Yeah. Yeah, but then
inadequate. He should have.
but then he turns around and makes him
I don't know
governor.
what Washington did, but he ended
Yeah,
up getting,
somebody
somehow he
did.
ended up getting out of
Well,
it.
he probably had
They had evidence and shit that it wasn't his fault. I don't know.
backers in Congress, probably. That's usually what
political shit back
happens.
then.
Yeah.
But I was looking at that picture up there too, and it does kind of show this. They had the battle lines like you were
Yeah.
looking at.
Yeah.
Like they were here.
Okay.
And this was actually on the other side of the river, just like we're looking at now.
Oh,
It is on the
okay.
other side of the river.
Right.
The river channel, they had the old river channel
Yeah,
going like
see,
this.
that's what's confusing.
So when I looked at that, I said, oh, the Balfour's
Yeah.
actually on the other side of it.
Yeah,
So over there somewhere is where that original camp was.
yeah. Yes, gotcha. Man, and then the Indians came all around this, all around here. Yeah. And
Somewhere
all
over there.
around there into
Here
this
comes the swamp.
town. And I'll tell you what, we came at the right time. Great weather.
Yeah.
Nice breeze. That's talking about 14,000 years ago. There. Ah, here we go. The depression in the land before you is the bed of the original Wabash, Quacabashi River. In the early 1900s, it was rerouted to its present course just west of here. It's one of the main highways of Indian travel through the region. To the left, a small creek flowed into the Wabash, creating a triangle plan. When St. Clair arrived here in 1791, the main body of the Army camped on this triangle, while the Kentucky militia camped on high ground across the river, over that way. They don't explain why they, I think Tom said that, but why they decided to divert the river. Huh. We'll ask Tom when he gets back. Uh-oh, there's some Indians coming now. Oh, that's a jogger. That's a jogger. I have to worry about him. Pretty neat stuff, though. So, did you read somewhere that why they rerouted the Wabash?
I didn't really hear why.
Okay. Yeah. See, they don't explain there. Yeah. But you can see the embankment. Sure is all. Yeah.
And then a creek somewhere in the left.
Yeah. You'd have to explain that.
So there's a river here, and all
Yeah.
the way around that way.
Created a
And
triangle.
Came across the river right here.
Right.
Right here, we're running for our lives.
I think I'm gonna quit this filming because I think you've seen everything to see. That's the end of this little tour.
Exactly right here.
So we're not done because Tom came up with something really interesting. So the cannon was
no,
where?
I don't know if it was right here or not. It looks like here, don't it? I think it's back farther.
Oh, that's there. Yeah, we're probably back farther. Well, you know, I mean, but well, here's the White House there.
I don't see this tree. Now, where's this building at here?
That's that over there.
Is that one there?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that's
the
about
museum.
right, man. I think would it be over this way even more?
No, here's the white building, Tom. Right there. See that white building? Could it be right here? But anyway, besides that, where was the cannon at now? Where did they say?
The white building was. If it's
Well,
a
that's it.
white building.
Ah,
I can't tell if that's what I'm looking at.
yeah. But I think that's. See, there's a white building over there too.
What is it?
Oh,
Oh,
Rutrow.
no. Oh, I got it. I'm the wrong
Good. But anyway, even though the cannon was up there.
one. We're up on a hill, and I read it was
Okay,
on a hill.
that sounds right, because there's kind of a hill there. But you know, things change. Anyway, I wasn't done because Tom brought his book out of his car and showed a picture, and then it came up. So here's the problem here. There was no, and St. Clair's defeat, or the Battle of the Wabash, there was no fort there. It's just along that ridge. So we're in the water right now, in the Wabash.
Yeah.
And that ridge is where the where the skirmish line, or the American front line, was. And then they formed a rectangle, probably all the way down there, all the way up to here. And then we're surrounded and defeated. Yeah, well.
Well, check this out. There's a good one. It tells you the baseball field.
Yeah.
Right now we're standing probably somewhere in here.
Yeah, we're in the water.
Looking up, there's that blockhouse.
Yeah.
There's 2 blockhouses, so we're looking.
Right.
So if you go even left of them block, all
Yeah.
through that area, up along there.
Out of juice, signing off. Bye.